Please. Okay, this is our group goal and novelty. Car accidents are always at the top of the list of factors that harm people's personal safety. With the improvement of traffic rules and traffic facilities, the factor leading to car accidents mainly fall on vehicles and weather factors. We want to conduct correlation, clustering, and classification, and then analyze through the collaborative analysis of accidents and weather factors in New York City in the past few years. About our novelty, we know that it is existing challenge, but we analyze the visualized data from new angles. Okay, this next page. This is our system. Our system mainly uses the Google Cloud Storage for data storage and use Dataproc for processing, feature engineering, and modeling. And finally, we use it to do correlation, clustering, classification, and visualization work. Okay, next.
So our project is mainly based on two data sets. The collision data has a high volume of more than 1 million rows of data, and it is updated weekly, so we don't need high-speed on-time training and analyze. And the weather data, it includes the weather information from 2016 to October this year for each hour. It has stopped updated Saturday. And it provides a variety of weather information, including temperature, wind, and the cloud coverage. Next. So that is an overview of our data, of all the features. And we have found some key columns such as borough, which gives geographic information, and number of injured and killed, which is of severity, as well as all the weather columns. Next. So we first did the correlation analysis of all the feature factors. We use Pearson coefficient, and as presented, most of the features has low correlation. But we have also removed some high quality factors such as the cloud coverage. Yeah.
Okay, this is about our classification. And the figure on the left captures the 6,400 prediction result to show the prediction accuracy. Since we adopted SGD one class SVM for one class classification, the red dots on the left are the parts of the 6,400 results that failed to predict. The following is the change relationship between the prediction accuracy and the training data. The high prediction accuracy of this model may be due to the fact that we only carry out one class classification and lack negative data. Okay, this next.
Okay, so for the cluster, we use the K-mean algorithm to divide the collision locations in each borough into clusters. Different from the previous work done by other people, we did the cluster by seasons and by time. And here's an example of the cluster for Manhattan Spring. Red dots are the centers of clusters, and green dots are the collision locations. And the cluster with more collisions records has the larger center. And here's a demo of the D3 visualization for some data. Above are the line graph of the total number of collisions in each hour during the 24 hours window for different boroughs. The peak of the occurrence of collision is in afternoon between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. And this trend could be found in all line graphs. The pie chart shows the total number of collisions, and the histogram shows that the sedan and the support utility vehicle are the most common type of vehicles in collision, and distraction is the reason that caused the most accidents. And here's a demo of clusters. Actually, I can show that there's a web functioning demo. So first of all, this one is the cluster, is the seasonal cluster in MSE, and the top bottom can help us to zoom into each boroughs. And if we check the checkbox in the bottom, for example, if we check display cluster for spring, and we will show the shows the cluster centers in the map, and you can also turn on multiple clusters for different seasons and to see the difference between each seasons. And we use a different color to represent different seasons. And the same thing for other boroughs. You could go check the Brooklyn and Queens. And then the second demo is for the hourly cluster, and there's a slider, range slider in the bottom. If you drag over it, it could show the cluster center for in the different time frame during the 24 hours. And as I mentioned before, during the afternoon, the center of the cluster seems to be larger because there are more traffic accident recorded in those time frames. And in the morning, the centers are much smaller. So for the business value, if we combine our cluster with our classification, our model could show regions that have higher probability of collision based on the different season and time, like the demo shows. So our model has the business value to be used in map to help the user to prevent the potential traffic accident. And that's all for our presentation. Any questions?
So question from Kaiyun.
Yeah, hi, thank you for the presentation. Nice work in the demo. Quick question on your data set. So what's the time granularity in your data set? Is that hourly, daily, or minutes level?
It's hourly data.
Sorry, what?
Hourly. It's hourly data
Hourly.
from 2016 until now.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not seeing 3 other people let's say. That's for other people then. From what? Aaron, I'm not seeing your name.
Sorry. Could you say again?
Yeah, I mean
you're saying for me to ask a question, is that correct? Right.
yeah.
So I was just curious if your group decided to look at any trends based on the seasons to see like, oh, are there more collisions in certain areas in, like, let's say the spring, or is it kind of uniform throughout? I was just curious if your group decided to look at those types of things.
Actually, for the seasonal cluster here, we because there are many weather factors we want to analyze during the when we do the analysis, because the rain or snow and fog will actually influence the probability of collisions a lot, and those weather data will be changed in different seasons. So we do this seasonal cluster just for like combine all the potential weather data together and to see, like, if you see here in winter and summer, for example, this red dot here, this means that especially in summer, this region will has a larger probability of accident rate, but in winter, this region may just not. This region does not have such higher collision probabilities. Is this answer your questions?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, and then another one from Madeline.
Hi, yes, I for my project was also doing occurrence data like you, and I found your presentation really interesting. One of the trends I was wondering if you'd thought about looking at was standardizing your data based on population of certain boroughs. So for example, Midtown Manhattan will naturally have more collisions than the Bronx because more people live there. But if you normalize for the population, did you do this, and would you be interested in seeing if there were any patterns apart from just density of people in those certain areas?
Yeah, that density of people should also be important factors, but I think we didn't consider that factors much when we do the cluster or other things. So yeah, maybe we will add that as our part of analysis in the future.
Mhm.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank you.